The Lubavitcher Rebbe had a vision to reach and empower every Jewish community and every Jew in the world.
And the Rebbe did something absolutely extraordinary. He said to himself, "We will search out every Jew in love."
One of the first Jews we met on our first trip was Mr. Raymond Dowek, a Jamaican Jew who lived in Jamaica. Visiting him at the time was his niece, Mrs. Debbie Flacks, who I met a few years back at my sister's Chabad house in Monaco. Following our visit to the island, we were still unsure as to whether Jamaica was the right place for us. We went to the Rebbe's resting place to beseech for guidance and clarity. A few hours later, we received the sad news of Raymond's passing, and I was invited to attend his funeral in Israel.
We were honored and humbled by Rabbi Raskin's presence at Raymond's funeral in Israel. And as we were saying goodbye, I said, if you open Chabad in Jamaica, I want to give you my brother's house, and we will be your first supporters. It was always Raymond's dream to have Chabad in Jamaica. When Rabbi Yaakov and Mushki returned to Jamaica in the summer for a second visit, they used Raymond's home as a temporary Chabad house in which they hosted meals and celebrations. It is wonderful to see what has evolved since then.
Given its haven for tourists, we decided to set roots down in Montego Bay. For many years, we rented a townhouse just up the hill from major resorts. However, as the tourism in Jamaica rose, the small townhouse was far too small to host the many guests. So over the high season, we traveled each Shabbat and holiday to create an experience in the hotel with all the guests visiting there.
For me, Chabad in Jamaica always make me feel at home. Anything we need, the rabbi always make sure we get, and just make us feel like this is a Jewish place to always come back to.
As the Jewish needs of the tourists and locals grew, the urgency for proper facilities became very pressing. In short, Jamaica needed its own permanent Jewish home. Searching for many years, with many bumps along the way and some false attempts, 6 years later, while my parents were here visiting and walking around, they helped us find this property, which came to be the perfect location.
In a building, what the building allein soll sein a challenge. Aber es soll kommen noch mehr und das durch ein einfaches Mittel. Und wir machen eine Größenbildung, noch mehr wie von der Gardes haben, in der zuliebe Activities, was werden schön getragen. Es ist damit ja successful Geschäftsmann, ich bin allein in den Bildung, wird man sehen, als ich da etliche Ruß, was ich stehe, nicht genutzt, wird das dann baden, wird gleich suchen, Activities, additional, dabei zu kommen, dass in die Chadorim, was ist dann noch nicht vernommen und noch nicht aktiv.
As many experienced the struggles and challenges presented due to COVID, Chabad of Jamaica also faced challenges. Borders were closed, tourism suffered a sharp decline, and financing construction was a significant obstacle.
7 years later, while it was a difficult day during COVID and construction all around us, I received the most unexpected call from Mr. Flacks. As we were talking, I mentioned to him, "Do you know today is Raymond's yahrzeit?" As he asked many questions about the Chabad house and the construction. At the end of our conversation, Mr. Flacks generously pledged to take the name of the Chabad house and mikveh in memory of their Uncle Raymond and Grandmother Rose Dowek, which we all know today as the Flacks Chabad House and Rose Dowek Mikveh.
For the past 9 years, having Rabbi Yaakov Raskin and Mushki and their beautiful children, having Chabad Jamaica here, We have a Jewish community. We have a place to come and celebrate all the Jewish holidays. We have friends, we have family.
Today, there is a home for every Jew. Shabbat experiences, holiday celebrations, kosher food, adult education and education for children, destination weddings and bar and bat mitzvahs, a place to say Kaddish, and of course, a women's mikvah. Your spiritual oasis in Jamaica. Today, we remember a key figure of Chabad of Jamaica, Rebbetzin Mushki's dear father, Rabbi Zusha Wilhelm. Many of you here knew him and met him here at Chabad of Jamaica on one of his many visits. He was a constant driving force, support, and invested countless of hours to help Chabad of Jamaica. He would go out and buy the weekly Jamaican paper just so that he could be knowledgeable and in the know of anything that might be of help. He researched and walked the roads of Jamaica, scouting out properties, thus enabling the finding of the perfect and present place. He would connect with his students and colleagues, many of whom would become part of the Chabad of Jamaica family, who would later help Chabad of Jamaica to grow and to expand. He was present when the keys to the property were collected, when contracts were signed, when designs were decided upon, when the mikveh was poured, and so much more. His spiritual guidance, experience, and incredible eye for detail was instrumental in the building of this Chabad house. From the initial phase of construction to completion, his love and enthusiasm for the Flacks Chabad house, Rose Dweck Mikvah, and the Jewish community of Jamaica was deeply felt.
A book of Kedusha adds holiness and brachas to the entire community.
God bless you all for working on the mikveh.